Every year, over 1.2 million students drop out of high school in the United States alone. That's a student every 26 seconds, or 7,000 a day. Hispanics are twice as likely as African Americans to drop out. White and Asian American students are least likely to drop out.
In the U.S., high school dropouts commit about 75% of crimes. Pregnancy is the most common reason teenage girls drop out. America's high school graduation rate ranks 19th in the world. 40 years ago, we were number 1. So, I've read about you and I've heard that you are a high school dropout yourself.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so one of my questions is, do you think you would have more of a promising and successful life if you got your diploma?
Absolutely.
Do you think you could have accomplished what you've done without your diploma?
Not at all. Every job that I ever had requires a diploma. And when I'm hiring, I look for people who have gone to school also.
And like your skill set has anything to do with it? Like, does it matter if you have a lot of skills as someone without a high school diploma?
I think it's a combination of both. I think when you go to school, there's something that you acquire as far as like living on campus and being able to accept people who are not exactly like you, and it kind of forces you to be effective outside of your comfort zone. And education in general gives you the tools, and then college just kind of puts a wrapper on it.
How do you feel, or what do you think of people that don't finish high school?
I know plenty of successful people who didn't go to school and are making a lot of money, but the people who don't, I feel, have to work a little bit harder, and there's a lot more drive behind them. You just can't be the everyday Joe Schmo and think you're going to be successful. You really have to have a lot of drive and follow your passions.
Would you consider yourself lucky with your job in life without graduating?
I'm very happy with my job. I got lucky. So I find myself successful because I am doing something that I truly love.
Most people they drop out and they try to get a GED. What do you think about the GED? Do you think it's as acceptable as a high school diploma?
It honestly depends on your field. It 100% depends on your field. The more creative you tend to be, the more acceptable it is. The more you tend to go into like corporate and health and those kind of things. It honestly depends on the hiring manager or in your field. So you have to kind of define that up in advance. Talk with people who are of like-minded and want to be inside of your field. But it does make a huge difference.
And what were some of the reasons why you dropped out of high school?
In my early teens, I started experimenting with different types of drugs.
Narcotics.
And I had to enter rehab, so I lost my teenage years for that reason. But in the program, I was able to work on getting my GED.
Well, that's some of the questions I wanted to ask you. Thank you for your time.
Thank
You're
you.
a great person.
You're welcome.
All right, bye, Mom. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
You've been a wonderful person. Without a high school diploma, you can't get girls.